On December the 6th, recording Christmas and New Year greetings for bootleg pirate stations off the coast, broadcasting our music from ships. With that work finished, we rehearsed and then spent the rest of that reserved 5-hour session recording When I'm 64. Paul had written that tune at a relatively young age, around 16 years old, and added the lyrics years later. Some of our historical documentaries, based on my lie, say he added the lyrics for his father's 64th birthday. Every presentation as fact should be considered suspect. All of our official stories are just that. Do not trust them. The real truths are presented in fiction, such as in this so-called novel. I learned that back in their early Cabin Club days, Paul added the lyrics to give them more performance material. Eventually, it became their standby song to play whenever the electricity went out or when their amplifier blew a fuse. Paul's father, Jim, born in 1902, was not 64 years old until the 7th of July 1966. That was only 66 days before Paul died. Again, this book of fiction gives you the straight line rather than the traditional party line. Look to this fiction for fact and to my fact for fiction. Entering EMI Studios all alone on the 8th of December for my own private 3-hour afternoon recording session, I overdubbed my lead vocal. As I listened to it, I became nervous, concerned that my voice was obviously lower than Paul's. I imagined him doing the song sounding younger, more rooty-tooty. Mine now sounded much too self-serious, even turgid. That evening, we all met together in Studio 2. In going over it, the others felt the same way. It was not at all like Paul. The best way for me to describe it is to say it's like my Vivian Stansel act at the end of the Magical Mystery Tour film, a tongue-in-cheek affected cabaret sort of a song. It had a Bonzo Dog Doodah Band feeling to it. That's the way I sang it. However, the humour did not carry well. It sounded too sincere for such absurd lyrics. All that I could do at that point was to press forward, but we had to do something to fix it. For the next 2 sessions, we were back to Strawberry Fields for still more overdubbing. It appeared to be finished again with that work we did on the 9th and 15th of December. On the 20th of December, we were back to working on Paul's old 64, but all agreed to have that work interrupted for each of us to do interviews for the weekly television series Reporting 66. Rumours had been buzzing around London and beyond, at first that Paul had died, and then that our energy or cohesiveness was missing. Revealing internal disharmonies had completely shocked the public. I'd been the worst of all. I was too honest and far less skilled at dealing with the press then.